Guys, we're going to play a high roller session. This is live. We've got a total of $40,000 here on the table. This is a high roller session. We've got 20,000, 10, and 10. So 20, 30, 40, $40,000. Sean Perry, if you're watching, this is how you do it, okay? You don't do no come bet, and then it goes to the 5, and then you add your odds. Come bet goes to the 8, and you add your odds. Come bet, go to the 6, you add your odds. 7 out, you lose. You know, you don't do that. You don't fill up the printing press and then lose it all to 1-7. You don't do it like that, okay? All right, watch out, Sweet Pea. Daddy's got to get to work, okay? I'm going to work my come-outs, guys. I'm always working my come-outs. Why? Because I'm the shooter. That's why. $500 across every single number on a regular craps table, okay? All right. Sweet Pea, by the way, Sweet Pea is charging me $300 a month to shoot on his table. $300 a month to shoot on his table. I'm like, what? Come on, bro. And then not only does he do that, he won't leave me alone when I go to shoot when I have $3,000 across the damn table. No, dude, you're not doing this to me again. Seriously, bro. You are not interfering with my shot again. I got too much money. He's bumping into my arm. 11. I always throw 11s with this strategy. I mean, with this dice set. It's unbelievable how many 11s I throw. When I'm gonna, you know what I should do, guys? Let's do this, bro. Let's do this. I'm sick of this crap. This is what we're doing. We're on a craps table, guys. We're on a craps table. We're putting $500 on the 11. Okay? We would have just missed out on $1,500. I throw too many of them. Okay, here we go. Sweet Pea, I know you want love right now, bro, but I can't give it to you right now. Okay? Just let me roll for a little bit. Come back later, man. Go take a break. Why don't you go eat a Scooby snack or something? Oh, crap. Here he comes. Okay. He rubs on me, and then he passes by. As soon as he gets off my arm, I'm going to throw it. Damn it, Sweet Pea. 8. You're lucky, Sweet Pea. That's an 8. That was risky as hell, guys. He freaking made me hit the back of the wall. Dude, seriously, you trying to make Daddy lose $3,000? All right, we're going to get $580. $580 there. Get these thousands. I've knocked them over just now. Okay. All right, baby. I got you, bro. I got you. Okay, we're going to go for another hit. I'm going to go for one more hit here. I don't do my Trinity here, guys. I have too much money on the table. I'm just going to go ahead and just do 2 hits here, especially starting off. Perfect throw. 1-1. Always on the perfect throws. It's a 1-1. It's weird. It's very weird. Come on, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, I can't afford to lose $3,000, okay? Chill out. He don't care, man. He could give a crap about his dad losing $3,000. 5. Okay, 2 successful hits. This is our profits over here. We get another 700, or we get 700 on that one. So we made 580 and 700. So guys, 2 hits, $1,280 on 2 hits. 2 hits, okay? So now that 1,200 almost pays for half of my bets, okay? I'm going to come down like a clown, Einstein. Steven, man, what's up? Midnight, Kevin, what's up? Shout out to my boys. I ain't talked to you guys in forever. I did talk to Kevin a little bit by text the other day. I was at the Hard Rock Casino. All right. We're going to keep throwing until we throw a 7, and then we're going to get back to work. Sean Perry, I'll go ahead and make you $40,000 a session, and I'll only charge you 25 grand. Look at that, boys. There's the 7 right there. All right, perfect. That's what we were waiting for. We didn't have to wait very long. I didn't expect to throw it that quick, but that's okay. Right back to work, boys. Right back to work. Let's get 500 on that yo mama. Let's hit that yo mama. We're not betting any of the other extremes. We're just going to do the 11. We seem to roll the 11 the most, so let's just stick to the 11. We're on a crapless table. Here we go. Working this come out. There's a 9, $700. 5, 4, 9. 700 are coming our way. 700. Let's go for another hit. So we have the Trinity, which is 3 hits. And this strategy here is called the Duce. That's the name of this strategy. The Duce is just 2 hits. Nine, another 700. The Duce comes through for us. 700. Boom. All right. Coming down like a clown, Einstein. Down like a clown, Einstein. It's all profit over here. See what we're up already. 1,000, 2,000. 26, $2,680. Okay. So when we get to 5,000, I'm sorry, we almost have a free roll across the board at $500 each. So that way when we hit the 7, it won't hurt as bad if we get caught, okay? It's always good to get that first. If you get that 3,000, if you get up $3,000, boom, you're free rolling at that point, because even a 7 will just bring you back to even, okay? So it's, I know it seems risky and, oh my God, I would never do that, but you have to also understand how many times that I win, and this is why people don't understand that I make well over $300,000 a year just playing this game. Okay, here we go. 12. Now we're just rolling for free here because we continue to roll until we hit our 7, and we do it naturally, okay? We do it naturally. So with this system, I'm going to win 9 out of 10 times. So there are going to be some sessions. There's my 11. There's my 11. See, it's a good. The casino's lucky we're not working right now, because we would have just had $1,500 on that one roll. Do you see why? Why, guys? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Here's my crapless bets: 2, 3, and 12. Why do you think that I don't have the 2, the 3, and the 12 set up on the table? Because I know what I throw. So don't tell me that dice control doesn't work when you have a set that you practice all the time. You should know what you throw. You're still going to throw your share of 7s, dude. Don't think you're going to be like this great dice controller that never throws 7s. Even if you practice all the time, you're going to have some days that your 7-out ratio is really bad. 4. I've been throwing that 3, 1, 4 a lot lately, so I don't use this dice set anymore to control my 3, 4, because it's not working, guys. It's not working. I'm throwing way too many 3 1s. It didn't do that before, but my 3 1s have been coming back lately. And I can't, so I don't use this dice set for that. I use this for my standard everyday dice set because it gives me the least amount of sevens. I average 1 7 every 10 to 11 rolls with this dice set. That's way above the average. I can have days where it's bad. I think realistically, it's probably, from the bad days, it's probably been 1 out of every 8 rolls to 1 out of every 9 rolls is the 7. Because sometimes my ratio goes back down when I start experiencing a lot of 7s like that. So my ratio today is probably only 1 out of every 6 rolls right now, which is just an average shooter. But what matters is, when does the 7 come? That's why when we're playing for this big of amount of money, we're only playing the deuce, not the trinity. With the trinity, you need 3 good hits. With the deuce, you only need 2. Okay, so here we go. We're almost able to use almost all of the numbers now with our profits, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So look, every single number right there is all profit. I don't have any money. I'm going to use this final one here for the 10. Okay. And let's, we got to put 500 here on our 11. Okay, we're going to work this come out because we just threw the 7. So we hope we don't go back to back with the 7s. $1,500, baby. $1,500, baby. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? You guys remember the video that I filmed yesterday called The Survivor? And I showed this one guy that was playing, ripping apart crapless. That's because he's not a professional player. He doesn't understand what a professional player is capable of doing. Okay? $1,500. If I listened to that guy, I wouldn't have just made $1,500 right there. Okay? Now, guys, I'm already up 30. Let's see. I'm already up over $4,000 already. We've been playing for 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Okay? If I throw 1-7 here, I'm going to lose $3,500. I'm cashing out. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. Because I'm not a moron. I'm not a moron, people. Final profit, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 35, 4,000, 41, 4,400, $4,180. $4,180. We only shot the dice maybe 8 rolls. Nah, more than that. We shot more than that. But not very long. Okay? Not very long. Now, if you wanted to keep playing for fun, I would just go a quarter across. 25, 25, 25, or 25, 25, 30, 30, 30, 25, 25, and 25. That's it. That's it. I would just do it for fun because they're not getting this money back. So what I want to share with you guys, so all you people out there that don't think you can make $250,000 a year in craps, you're wrong. You're wrong. Why do you think I practice for 3 hours a day shooting the dice? You are wrong. So what happens is so now that we cash this out, and the next time I play this, that bet is free. That bet is free. If I'm successful again, I could throw a 7 out, put the 500 back, and a 7 out, and I still would be even if I was able to keep doing that. So, yeah, you're going to have those days, like I said. So what you learn as a professional player is when you're first coming here, I never recommend that you just go $500 across like that. What I do as a shooter is I warm up on the table. I warm up. I'll do a pass line bet of the minimum. that allows me legally to shoot. And I'll shoot and I'll get a feel for the dice. I'll get a feel for the dice. I'll make sure that it's good dice. I'll make sure that my shot is working good. If my shot is off, I can tell from when I throw the dice. I can tell if my shot is on or off. I can tell. And if my shot is off, I will not make that play. I will not do it. As soon as I'm starting to feel like I'm in a groove, I'll put it out immediately, get my one hit, hit my deuce, okay? And then we're gonna have another system, it's just called the solo. Okay, we all know what the solo is. The solo is pretty much the survivor. It's one hit and you're down. One hit and you're down. It's pretty much the survivor strategy. You can call it the solo. So we have the solo, we have the deuce, and we have the trinity. That's it. Those are the ways that I play. There's no don't passes. You know, guys, listen, man, no disrespect to some of these other crap channels and stuff like that, but if you play their strategies, you are going to lose at the casino. You might have a time where you're like, oh my God, I made $600. That strategy is awesome. And then you go back. What you're going to end up agreeing with me about is you're never going to have consistency over and over and over and over. You just won't. When you use a don't pass and a don't come. You just won't. Okay? So there we go. We're in and out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give me a like, and I'll see you on the next one. That is the deuce.